what makes a successful TV show?
I can answer that for you.
What?
Well, it takes 2 astronauts that have a job to do in space. It takes a ventriloquist dummy. It takes an alien antagonist, and other TV programs that are intermingled into it. If you have those elements,
you've got something there.
You've got something.
Wow. I wonder what you're referring to. What does make a good program that keeps people coming back time after time? So let's take the network stuff that's available here on Armstrong Cable, like MeTV, those classic shows.
Classic shows, yeah.
Why are they? Why these shows, and not the ones that you never heard of before? If you go to the history of filmmaking and TV shows, if you look at all the shows, and we've got some dated TV guides here, I've never heard, and I lived through this era, I never heard of half of the programs in this TV guide right here. So I brought some more stuff.
Was there a question in there somewhere? Or
what makes a successful TV show? Well, a couple of things. Good writing, of course. Good presentation.
Well, and I'll take the writing element a step further, because I think, you know, the difference between a television show and keeping people coming back versus any type of one-time presentation, movie, miniseries kind of thing, I think always seems to have an element of the characters. When the shows that are the best and most successful, I think, is because it is a really well-written character, a group of characters that you want to invite into your home every week, week after week, that you get to know or grow up with them. And some of these shows that go on for 10, 15 years.
Yeah, the empathy,
they're friends. I mean, they're people that you get to know.
And then also the real bad guys as well. The people that you would never want to be. There's something very attractive about
the bad boy.
About the bad boy, the antagonist, and the good guy, the protagonist. You have to feel something emotionally for those characters to keep you coming back.
Yeah.
So it is a real skill for actors to be able to pull that off.
Right. And there's certainly actors that are marketable in that sense. And then being able to, the writing element of it is to have fresh new ideas week after week to put these characters into. And this goes for whether it's a sitcom or whether it's a drama or you know, a mystery or thriller.
Even a commercial. You know, if you look at like the insurance commercials, you know the one I'm talking about. Where it's got the girl, you know, the familiar, and you like her. You like that character, and these are only
some
30.
Like her more than others.
Yeah, these are only 30 seconds or a minute long. But what they've done is in that short period of they've grabbed your attention. There's a little story arc in there, and you've got a emotional attachment to that character.
The shows that go on for years and years are a lot of the procedural shows, a lot of the hospital dramas or lawyer dramas and police crime shows and things like that, because those situations are endless. And I think particularly with like a lot of the crime shows, NCIS and Law and Order and those shows that have gone on for years and years and years, is because it keeps updating. I mean, every 5 years there's a new wave of crimes or a new
type of crime.
Now, you know, now you went through that phase where now you're getting into these internet crimes and these social media stuff and it just keeps developing with its time period.
Well, it reflects art. Art imitates life.
Right. And same thing with like a lot of the sitcoms. You think of the longest running sitcoms where you can take these characters and put them into any situation. You know, a lot of these family comedies where it's like, well, now the kids are getting older, so there's new challenge. Now they're doing the high school thing. Now they're doing the graduating in college.
There's a lot of psychology involved in doing the top tier type entertainment programming.
So 50 years ago, television was saying, hey, here's your 3 options of shows. At
Don't
8
think
o'clock,
about it.
Pick one. You want to watch a comedy? You want to watch news? You want to watch a drama? Boom. That's it. Now, it's overwhelming. I mean, I sit down and want to watch something on TV. The other night, perfect example, I sat down and I was caught up on my DVR, the shows that I watch on my DVR. So I was like,
Right.
let me go into Netflix. Let me see if I can find something. And I spent a half hour scrolling through stuff,
And they
unable
count on
to
you.
pick something.
They count on you doing that as well. You know, they record every click you make.
Oh, I bet.
And then, let me see what this is. Yeah, I don't like it. Then you back out of it. Click on this, back out of it. And now the next time you log out and log back in, they know what you're clicking on.
Here's your
and
recommendations.
Now here's more recommendations for you.
Right.
I'm telling you, go on Netflix and just don't even watch the program. Just click on food shows.
Right.
Don't watch them.
Right.
Just click, nah, I don't want it, back out of it. Nah, I don't want it, back out of it. Come back the next day.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's all food shows.
Right.
Sarah watches Undercover Boss, The Voice, and now my Netflix is polluted with these programs, and she has totally shoved my military documentary choices. I mean, way down the list. Way down the list. Oh, you want to clear a room? Put on a Hitler documentary. They call it my dad's Hitler shows. So that clears a room immediately.
But you get what I'm saying, where it's like, there's times where I'm just like, tell me what to
overwhelmed.
Just put something on the TV.
I want to see, you know, we mentioned this before, something that has no axe to grind. And I think our entertainment stuff has no axe to grind. We have nothing to tell you that you haven't heard already, so we might as well just have fun with this.
Yeah.
And that's what made these TV shows so good. Now, let's talk about what was on TV during those times. Now, you've got 1970.
1970, yeah.
And remember, I told you, some of those I didn't even recognize. I've got 1976 right here.
So I've got
on the cover of this,
Gunsmoke.
yep, from 1970.
Yep.
All right. And I've got from 1976, which would be Kojak. A lot of folks recognize Kojak, right?
All right. Well, let's start at 7, all right?
You want to start at 7? Okay. All right. 7's fine.
7, because that's what time our show's on.
Okay, 7 o'clock,
right
great,
now, all right?
great. I love that.
So if this was 1970, you could watch Entertainment Picks or the news and weather, sports.
Yeah.
On Channel 3. Channel 8 is Truth or Consequences. Channel 13, I don't know what that is.
No, I don't know what that is.
What's My Line?
Wow. Okay. Well, in 1976, at 7 o'clock on Channel 5, you could watch To Tell the Truth.
Oh.
And some reruns right here on, some of these are Youngstown stations, okay?
Right.
You can watch reruns of Ironside or Hogan's Heroes, which is still showing
we've
today.
got,
how about that?
So we've got on Channel 21, you got I Love Lucy, which is obviously a rerun. The Movie Game on Channel 35 with Bob Hope.
How about that?
And Pat Crowley and Cesar Romero.
Two good actors. Okay, I'm going to throw it to 8 o'clock. You ready to go to 8 o'clock?
We're going up to 8.
All right, 8 o'clock on January 8th, 1976, The Waltons.
Oh.
This is a first run. Let's just stick with first run.
First run, okay.
Okay. The Waltons. Jim Bob suddenly becomes convinced that he was adopted by the family after being abandoned as an infant. How about that?
Okay, here we go. 8 o'clock.
1970.
1970, August 27th on Channel 8, Happy Days.
Oh, yeah.
Encore guest, drummer Buddy Rich. Comedy spots. The marathon dance winners are named. The Great Voudini, Chuck McCann, goes underwater. A Playboy. What is this? A Playboy.
That is not Happy Days. Remember, this is 1970. That's another show called Happy Days.
Oh, I was like, what?
No, it's
is
another
this?
show. It's a variety show called Happy Days. How about that?
Uh,
Talk about shows that aren't around anymore.
Right. Happy Days. Office 6-way chat with operator of a shoelace laundry with Dick Tracy. That's crazy. Happy Days singers.
Gosh, I love these. TV Guide. Well, that's what was
President
going on.
goes to the people. Mr. Nixon turns to television to state his views directly, unfiltered by the press.
Yeah.
Fake press, but
Fake press. Yeah, fake news. That never happened. That never occurred.
So
you'll never get
that's
fake
good.
news here.
Right.
Our news is so ridiculous, no one believes it anyway. So we don't have to worry about that.
We don't even believe it.
We don't even believe it. No.
Well, there you have it. That is what it takes to make a good TV show.
And speaking of, Andrew, I think this was a pretty good episode, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you want to know where the good television is at its epicenter? Right here on Entertainment
And we
Picks.
want to hear from you. What are your ideas about what's going on with TV? These are valuable things for us in Armstrong Cable and Entertainment Picks in general. What would you like to see? We really want to hear from our audience. We really want to hear from you. Just drop
Please
drop
talk
us
to us.
drop us because we live right here. I mean, I sleep over there, and we got a hot plate over there.
Yeah.
And, you know, they only let us out to the bathroom twice a day and exercise for 1 hour at night. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Please talk to us.
Please. But they do give us...
Send help.
They do give us the internet. Anyway, tell us what you'd like to see, where you'd like us to go, and we will do everything we can to do something else.
Or make it up.
No, or we'll make it up as we go.
Entertainment Picks at zoominternet.net.
And check us out on Facebook as well. Which is Facebook Entertainment Picks. You'll find us.
Whatever, just
we're
search
all over.
there. So
yeah, just search.
With that, we send you away. Have a good rest of your evening and watch some shows and enjoy television at its finest.
You know,